All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast presented by Vizzy Hard Seltzer, the only hard seltzer with vitamin C and superfruit acerola. My name's Will DeFries. To my left, David Ruff.
Hey, I'm going to utilize my time here to congratulate someone. Our good friend of the show, Tom Hoagie, for winning the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am tournament yesterday. One of the most dynamite interviews we've done. Totally thought I was funny. Got all the bits. And shout out to him. His first win on tour. Very cool.
An electric personality. Great golf game, better personality. Tom Hoagie.
He likes bits. He likes to have fun during his interviews. I like that about him.
It's like he had more bits to deliver than we did during that interview, which is crazy.
Do we still have that video footage somewhere?
Dan's got it somewhere.
It's hard to say.
Because I once made a comment about an interview that we did that same day, and Dan had the footage to me within minutes.
Bryson, I believe.
Don't worry about it.
We talked to Bryson that day. This was at the Players' Championship.
Bo Hostler.
They brought all the rookies out.
It's a championship for the players.
So you had Bo Hostler,
Also
Tom
had a
Hoagie.
great tournament.
Did have a good tournament. Kelly Craft, Kevin Tway, can't forget Team Gaines.
Tway Dog.
They were by far the
KT.
most electric.
KT.
Bryson was fine. This is pre-bulk Bryson. This is
They was ground floor bulk Bryson. Called him out for it. He said you're getting low key thick.
honestly, like, it's the only thing that I've ever done that's somewhat journalistic.
And you called him low key thick.
Well, is that not accurate?
It's accurate.
No, his immediate reaction to you calling him low-key thick was he was happy that you recognized. Like, he was not slighted at all. He was very pleased that you recognized his gains.
Gaines recognize gains.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can you do me a favor, Dillon? I don't like how that mic's pointing at me.
Yeah,
What's
you
going
gotta
on
you
with
gotta
this
get
mic?
control of your side of the
this
table.
is my
dude.
this is my
You gotta get control of
situation
your
over
side
here.
of the studio. Your side of the studio is just absolute garbage.
The mic number 4 was just fully torqued
My
up in
side
the air.
is fine.
It's not like there's just little things that like non-podcast people wouldn't get. Like, this is one of the only times I've ever seen your cord not absolutely hanging off your microphone at the top.
Look, my side, we do things just fine over here.
I don't-
Okay,
I
you
don't
get
like
your
that.
shit under control.
Dillon, that's awesome, but I just want to say one more thing about Tom Hoagie. Tom Hoagie, if we would like to extend you the invite to come back onto the pod.
Mm,
No,
That's going to be a one-on-one
Oh, no.
Dave Tom
All right,
Hoagie
yeah.
I want to
exclusive.
do a one-on-one with Tom.
I don't
good.
want to be
He's
there.
a TCU guy, Fort Worth guy.
Wow.
Not
Oh,
from Fort
go
Worth.
Frogs.
Sick, dude.
Ribbit.
Wow, it's so crazy. They went to TCU.
Did they beat Texas this year?
No,
Did they play?
Oh, yeah.
Texas beat TCU, and also they beat Texas Tech by 35.
My favorite athletic tee
Really?
that I own is actually a TCU shirt, but I'm not allowed to wear it very often due to the family that I married into.
Didn't your wife attend TCU?
Yeah, but I don't know if she claims it.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if she's going to the game and like doing like the hand signals and stuff like that.
That's not a bad
how's
one-two
it-
punch of
wait,
schools.
How's
Dude,
it go?
I think, like, I mean, don't get me wrong. The burnt orange is classic. There's something I love about the purple unis on the TCU side.
No, it's mid.
The dark purple or the black ones they have are pretty dope.
I don't like. The only perp I know about is the kind I sip on. I just sip purple drink.
You're colorblind.
Yeah.
What's your point?
You have no clue what you're drinking.
I sip lean like purple.
You could have been
lean.
drinking orange soda the entire time, and they just told you it was purple.
I just call it perp though. Hey, you can intro me. I got something to say.
I thought we did that.
No, I didn't get an intro yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dillon Shivery.
Murder was the case that they gave me.
Why are you drinking perfectly good water that doesn't need to be boiled right now when
So-
you're the guy who drinks the normal water?
So I could say murder was the case that they gave me.
You're annoying. You're wasting water right now.
I want to drink it.
Drink it then. Murder your thirst, dog.
That is
Stop.
revolting.
To everyone
That
who
was
just
so gross.
to everyone who
That was
just
so gross.
unsubscribed, please let us earn your business back. Please. That's all
I'm
we
sorry,
ask
man.
for.
I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I had too much booming loud this morning. Which I made with tap water, by the way.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
Because I don't care. I'm built diff.
For the people at home that don't know what's going on in Austin, Texas, we are currently living in a third world country where we have to boil our water before using it for pretty much anything.
Because, and get this, it got down to the 20s for 2 days in a row, which is, crazy, right?
I read a tweet that said this was due to human error. Is this true?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to Dan.
I'm gonna have to talk to our
Dan's
sources.
my point guy on all things water.
Well, he is a water man.
The city of Austin just needs to get its SHIT together.
I believe, yeah.
I think it's all in the water right now.
There you go.
Yeah, it's not a good thing when it gets relatively cold in your city that's 10th or 11th biggest in the country, and growing each day. Can't handle it. The water just because we didn't have water last year during the freeze, the bad freeze, the bad freeze for like 6 days.
That one I understood because it was so bad that like we didn't have power, we didn't have all this stuff. No, we didn't lose power this time.
No, this one was not a bad winter storm.
I did lose internet for 5 minutes. That was tough. That was
dude.
really hard.
I really felt bad for you. I almost dropped a care package off.
Thank you.
But the roads were just too okay.
I'm wondering when I'm going to get COVID so I can get that $100 gift card to Uber Eats from Wash Media.
I still haven't used mine.
Can I just get one?
What is your problem?
I'm not sure I know how to use it, honestly. I might have to have you guys walk me through it.
You are one of the most frustrating people.
It's like a promo code, dog.
Can you help me?
No, I will not help you.
Everyone else in the company, Brett and Randy that is, has figured it out. You just click the link. It literally gets texted to you.
Maybe it is already set up in there. I just haven't tried to use it yet.
I feel like I want to be able to retroactively go in and cancel it because now that you're out of COVID.
Yeah, get him out.
Kick
him out.
The purpose of this agreement has been frustrating.
Kick him out. Save that for me when I get it.
You can't kick it out.
No, I'm gonna earmark it for Will when Will, hopefully, fingers crossed this doesn't happen, but inevitably gets the COVID-19
I don't know if I'm gonna get it.
The COVID-19 virus.
I'm just different right now.
Let's see here.
Who gets sick first? You with COVID or Dillon with the bad water?
Honestly, I hope it's me with COVID because I think that would have fewer ripple effects than Dillon's water thing. I'm more worried about Dillon like really tanking himself with this water.
I saw Dillon at the gym, and he had his mouth completely over the water fountain.
It's true.
Spigot.
You can't do that.
I had to like unhook my jaw in order to get it all the way around the whole thing.
You can do that. Do it right now.
It hurts.
Eat the mic. Eat the microphone. Let's hear what that throat sounds like.
I'm not gonna mica the mic.
Why?
Because it's disgusting.
We got something big coming on Patreon tomorrow. Patreon.com/circlingbackpodcast. We're doing Dad Pod again. Send in your dad questions.
Just three zaddies just talking zaddy stuff.
For Sheezy. In order to submit your question, head over to washmedia.com/submit. Again, washmedia.com/submit. We put a little tweet on the TL for all you out there. Send us your questions. These dad pods are fun. I don't even care if they're questions. These can be prompts. These can just be like anything. Give us a stam you cancel. Give us a hypothetical. Just hit us with it. Also, go leave a review for the Circling Back podcast. What are you giggling about, Dave?
This Tom Brady's sweatpants that just hit my timeline. I don't know if it's real or not.
What, is he actually making sweatpants?
Hey, Rhodes is wearing the sweatpants. You got him.
Let's go.
With the dope drawstring.
Yeah, not to brag, but I did get Rhodes for his birthday. I got him a sweatsuit from the Dallas Stars organization. He's a hockey guy now.
It's true. No turning back.
Can I read a couple reviews for the people at home who have been gracious enough to leave them for us in the last few days?
Sure.
We got J-Dubs. He said the bits are their money.
It's true.
It's facts. He said outright lies regarding the dangers of tabletopping from Bean Brown 19. Would just like to state that I broke my wrist getting tabletopped in middle school. Shout out to Dave for spreading awareness. Dorn and Will do better.
That's kind of funny.
Do better.
Dude.
He broke his wrist.
You're going to get deplatformed.
Okay, yeah, so I've been meaning to like, if people are trying to go back, listen to old episodes, we've actually had to delete 100 episodes from our feed because we have been spreading misinformation on tabletopping. And I'd like to apologize for that.
I'm still so in on tabletopping.
Do better.
Dillon, you're gonna say that until there's gonna be a collaboration video of you talking about tabletopping, and you're gonna get canceled immediately.
I'm not gonna get canceled over my love of tabletopping. It's a harmless prank, unless you break your wrist, and it's quite harmful.
Should we have Joe Rogan on this podcast and he can explain himself on this podcast as we're like kind of brothers in arms on this awesome podcast community?
I feel like that there's bigger venues for him. I mean, in fact, and he also still has his podcast. He could just do it on.
What I don't get is
it's much larger than ours.
His is?
Yeah, I think so.
He
had a good audience.
Just by a little bit.
I will say this: our audience is more engaged.
And better looking, probably.
We should get canceled because in just like the
That's a
last
good
week
point.
alone, since February 1st, he's gained about 200,000 Instagram followers just in this last week alone. So you can see that this cancellation of him is really working.
Damn.
He's really going away. Good job, everybody.
Man, I wish I could get canceled to the tune of 200K followers. That'd be sick.
Are they the followers you want though?
Ooh, maybe the table topping community will follow me.
For sure.
Yeah.
You are the spearhead of the not only the table topping movement, but the run your friends over in golf carts movement.
It's true.
That's you. Those are your two things.
I did contribute to that.
What's
and
your body count?
some people got seriously injured. Yeah.
You breaking your leg on like one of the last days you worked at Grand X was actually just retribution for all
Yeah,
the
that's
times
fair.
that you posted videos of people getting absolutely smashed by golf carts.
That was a karma break.
Scooby Snacks 84 said El Interno. I don't know what that means, but I guess we're going to read this and find out. It says if there was a childhood bicycle breakdown of these three hosts, it would be a beach bomber with a front basket, a Huffy with 4 pegs, and a mongoose with a 1990 upper deck Tony Gwynn rattling the spokes. Damn.
That's
So I
pretty
guess
good.
am I the beach comber?
How do you spell Comer?
It's like the word bomber, but with a C.
Did y'all ever do the cards in the wheel and the spokes?
Yeah.
That was sick.
I don't think we did cards, but I think like my parents gave me something that you could just click to and it would do it.
Did y'all ever take a stick and try and like stick it in the wheel of your buddy's bicycle? And
Absolutely.
Make him wreck.
It's pretty shitty as they flip over the front and break at a minimum their
That was
collarbone.
awesome. That shit was hilarious, man. If you do the back wheel, it's safer because you don't do the flipping over the bars. You just like stop.
Do you remember when
With the
we were
front
younger and I
wheel-
took the seat off your bike?
It never happened, David.
You just left it?
You've done this joke before.
What?
and I hated
You like
it.
the way that it felt.
I would back wheel, but for you, I'm going front.
What
I'm
did you
making
call it when
flip.
your buddy rode on the handlebars? Did you call it pumping? Yeah, we
Pump.
did too.
Hey, can I catch a pump? Trying to go to the
Dude, I miss pumping the homies.
pumping sick. No one
Pumping?
said,
Why
people
was-
don't say that anymore.
Why was front handlebar pumping so much cooler than like if you had pegs in the back, like just grabbing your boy's waist with your feet on the back pegs?
Pumping is a dead term. No one says it anymore.
What do they say?
Riding on handlebars? I don't know. Randy, you know what pumping is? See? Randy doesn't know.
I had to pump.
Randy's like 14.
My bike got stolen from CC's once, and I had to get pumped home. It's a true story.
I'm
Really?
sorry, dog.
That's all right. It was fine.
No, dude, I'm really
CC's?
sorry. You didn't deserve that.
It was. Was it a dyno? No, it might have been a.
Did
Huff.
you lock it up? You just
Yeah,
set it outside.
No, we locked it up. I probably botched the locking though.
Mm. Damn, pumping's sick. We should bring that back, man.
Pretty dangerous. I upgraded. I evolved into skitching. I used to just skitch home.
What is skitching?
Dude.
So-
Nork vibes. Nork vibes.
What
Dude,
is
doesn't
skitch?
Whoa,
skitch?
hey, hands up! Don't shoot.
Is that when you
officer.
grab one on the back of like a garbage truck or something?
Wow.
It could be
He
a
figured it
garbage-
out.
It's
He
not
Is that
figured
what it
out.
is?
It's a vehicle. Doesn't have to be a garbage truck.
Yeah, I think-
preferably something that moves a little bit more.
Preferably so that it
agile and
doesn't,
quicker.
smell like absolute shit when you're behind it.
Yeah, I'm not putting my hand on a turd or something.
You skits you're on a skateboard?
Or blades.
Okay.
Don't worry about it, dude.
I'm figuring it out, man.
Or Heelys.
Oh, sick.
Oh, fuck.
What time is it?
That's the music we sketch to.
Dude, I think it's time to recap this weekend in fun presented by Cuts, baby. There's a lot on our minds already, and the last thing we want to be doing is spending too much energy on what to wear. Cuts Clothing has perfected the art of science in men's shirts, so you can throw one on and look great without ever thinking twice about it. Every Cut shirt's designed for a modern, tailored fit, and they're insanely comfortable. Plus, they have all the essentials for looking sharp, like tees, hoodies, polos, and more, so you can stop bouncing between brands to shop for different shirts and just get them all in one place at Cuts, baby. They got it all right now. You're looking for some staples in the old wardrobe? Head over to Cuts.
Dude, we need to bring back Henley Thursday
We do.
with the Cuts long sleeve Henley.
Damn.
Are you man enough to bring back Henley Thursday?
Say I won't.
Cuts has totally revolutionized everything from the Henley to the t-shirt. They make it easy to mix and match styles and colors so you can find the perfect style for you. Long sleeve Henley, no problem. Short sleeve crew neck, yeah, they've got that too. Should we do short sleeve crew neck Wednesdays and then Henley Thursdays?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
I'm kind of doing short sleeve crew neck Monday right
Oh my
now.
God.
Are you?
Yeah, because I'm just out here. Just absolutely mobbing.
Wow, this dude just out here.
They did something that I really enjoy all companies doing. They did something proprietary. They developed their own fabric that would stand the test of time. Their patented fabric won't shrink, pill, or fade. don't you hate it when it gets a little too pilly on the old t-shirt front? I don't mind it on like an old sweater or something, but my t-shirt shouldn't be pilling.
No.
Best part though, the kicker, these things are insanely soft. Join hundreds of thousands of guys who've made the simple decision to elevate their wardrobe with Cuts. Get 15% off your first order by going to cutsclothing.com/steam. That's CUTS clothing.com/steam for 15% off the only shirt worth wearing. Dillon, what did you do this weekend?
Wow, man. Thank you for asking with such enthusiasm. I had quite the weekend, folks. So Friday, yeah, it was a pretty dangerous night. I don't know if you guys remember. I think some of y'all were there. The most dangerous night. Actually, it got a little bit more dangerous than I think we all kind of expected it to.
Yeah, we ended up in Port A on the beach, bottles of champagne.
Yeah, it was
Were
wild.
you eating cake by the ocean?
Pretty wild.
Just chains outside the shirt. It was sick. No, but it was a great time. We went out to dinner.
Wow.
We had a couple bars afterward. Well, can I say what you did at one point?
Jeez, well, it seems like a question before the pod.
I mean,
Yeah, what's your problem, dude? Why you got to air my dirty laundry out like this?
Can I share it with the class?
Should I tell him no just so he can't?
Then people are gonna wonder.
People are like, "Oh my god,
We'll do a Patreon tier.
What will do?
A Patreon tier.
Let
Where
me
you
say,
reveal
dog.
what you did.
Let me say. Why do you get to say it?
Yeah,
Let
let
me
Will say it's his weekend.
I don't know if I want to say it though.
See, that's the thing. He's not even going to say it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, go ahead. Do it like in a funny way.
Go ahead.
Have
though.
like a funny turn.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
say what he did.
When you say what I did, make sure it's really funny and has a really good punchline that everyone's laughing
It's
at.
not a joke. It's just funny on its own. It doesn't need a punchline.
Okay.
Will had to run out of the bar to vom. It was fucking sick.
Dude, that was such a good punchline. Dude, you
Not a
killed that.
punchline, dude. It's funny.
Dude, you killed that.
That's funny, man. He had to run out to vom on the street, and then he just like hopped in an ooze and went home. It was sick.
It was weird. I've never had anything like that happen. Like,
Really?
well, I mean, okay, we were drinking, but I wouldn't say I was power drinking by any means. I had 2 drinks at dinner.
Plus a Montenegro.
Which was good.
Forgot about that.
The Montenegro, Brett.
That made the night a little bit more dangerous.
So
I'm a big fan of the after dinner liqueur.
yeah, it was good. It was good.
It was classy.
But then I don't know what happened, but I finished taking a
It was
sip of my
classy.
beer. I finished my beer and I set my glass down on the table. Something just hit me and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to throw up everywhere." And it was one of those things. I think I was talking to somebody. It might have been Randy or somebody, and I remember just thinking like,
No,
I
Randy
need to
was
get
occupied.
I need to get the hell out of here. And I immediately just walked out of the bar, turned the corner. Thank God Ranch 616 is under construction right now and they don't have any patrons there
Oh,
because they
boy.
would have had a dinner and a show.
Wow.
They don't even serve that
did-
much
yeah.
seafood there, but they would have been seeing my food.
Okay, that's a lame one.
No,
Don't
that's
laugh
no.
track
You need to
that
be
one.
booing. Hey,
Um,
let me ask you: did you ever have a moment where you thought, "I can rally. I'm gonna go back in there and show the boys"?
Yes, I did. The issue was more that I didn't know if it was needed to rally. You know,
You definitely didn't.
a lot of times in life, if let's say I'm working out and I throw up, it's probably time for me to stop working out. You know, let's say I'm eating a bunch of food and I throw up, it's probably time for me to stop eating all that food.
It's
Not
your
me.
body telling you, yo, let's slow it down, pal.
Let's say I'm slow drinking Guinness at Bee's Knees on West 6 in Austin, Texas, and I
Oh.
throw up. Oh yeah, I probably should stop drinking.
I had a couple guineas. That's right. Man, I got into one.
I don't know if we're calling them that.
No,
I had a couple guineas.
they're Guinness.
Hey, listen. Most dangerous award goes to Randy. The most dangerous.
Dude, no one's ordering a lobster pot pie at dinner and then just going straight into the night, just pounding drinks.
He got a Manhattan when he sat down.
Swag.
I've seen him do that before.
He got-
Randy is timeless.
He got the lobster potty.
It's weird. When the waiter sat down at Manhattan, he just started going, New York!
We had fun with the waitress. Katie, maybe her name was. She was fantastic.
She was fantastic.
She was, man.
Brett, so with the
Did
place we went
anybody-
to was Fix.
She was liking our shit, liking our vibe.
Brett knows every single person that works at this restaurant. He's a local celebrity. Like everyone knows him in there.
That is not an exaggeration.
They brought us they brought us the gift of free deviled eggs when we sat down. That's how well
Which
Brett knows everybody.
Was a nice touch.
I think like the CEO of the restaurant group that owns that restaurant and 20 other ones like came by to say hi to Brett.
It's ridiculous. Like what? I'm not a regular like that literally anywhere anymore.
No.
Anywhere.
So Friday night was a lot of fun. Saturday, Bay got back into town from a work trip. We had a nice little just wine night in. It was fantastic. Sunday, we got a little brunch off. Bay and I did. It was really great. Even though we couldn't have coffee because of the water situation and that kind of stunk. Took a nice walk. Just had a casual
You
Sunday.
walk. Part of his weekend of fun is he walked.
He walked.
I
Yeah, it's
love
time
my
for
walks,
Dave's. What's
man.
Dave? What did you do this
I love
weekend?
my
Will,
walks.
you brought that up that you're not a regular anywhere, and that kind of made me sad because I don't really think I am any either.
Harbor Springs. I was definitely. I'm probably a regular at a couple too
At the
many
Dick
places.
Saloon.
You want to go where people go. Troubles are all the same.
Everybody knows your name.
Where everybody
We almost went to
knows your
Woodrow's.
name.
Woodrow's we used to be.
No,
never
the only
regulars
reason
at
that we were regulars at Woodrow's and they knew who we were is because the waitress hated us.
That's true.
Mainly Dave.
Mainly me.
Not sure why.
Because he was just doing bits at the bar all the time.
I don't feel like I was doing that many.
He was
things.
ordering like Fancy Dave's or Davidcinos.
That is true.
What's
She
a
was like, "What the
fancy
hell?"
Dave?
Sir, you're gonna love this.
They were like, "What is that?" So he has to teach them like what his self-named.
All right, it
drinks
was
were.
like one time. And you know what? It killed with a number of people there. Not one of them though. One person was like, "You know what? It's a crowded bar. We could just speed this along so I can
Just
serve
tell me
the
what
next
the hell
person."
you want.
I don't really want to have to learn new names for everything.
She's like, damn it. Next time, just order a fucking vodka soda.
You don't have to
That's
order a Dave.
That's so stupid, man.
Yeah, we had a good time Friday. Saturday was I was in a bad way Saturday. I felt like I had thrown up outside the bar, but I did not.
I felt like a slight towards me.
No, I'm saying
Little
that
bit.
you recovered better than I did.
I was actually kind of glad I did it because that meant I was probably going to feel much better the next day.
I didn't do really any. Saturday was just a day of not a lot. You'll hear a little bit more about this weekend in an upcoming segment today. But Saturday night, 2 beers, in bed by 9:30. How about that?
Damn, you're a savage.
Yesterday, got up. I told y'all last week when we alluded to this weekend. Said I was smoking something.
Smoke some, bitch.
Kill?
Wasn't a
Mota?
brisket. Wasn't mota.
Was
It
it
was not a
sticky?
pork shoulder. It wasn't halibut. It was ribs. We did ribs, pork ribs, on the Traeger. About a 4 to 5 hour process. Sliced them up real good. They were good. They were very good. I actually did kind of a new twist on an old favorite.
Mhm.
It's from the Defined Dish cookbook. Actually, her new one. Shout out to Mrs. Snodgrass. That's her name, right?
Yeah.
She has an oven rib recipe, and I decided to take a little bit of that, combine it with a little bit of my new school Traeger technology, and voila, you've got ribs. Whole squad's eating ribs. Mainly me and my wife.
They're leftovers?
There are. I forgot to bring them, hence me ordering sandwiches.
Cool. Whenever KJ does stuff, he always brings in some for the squad.
KJ has something that I think I need to buy. He has the
The
freezer
vacuum
the
sealer?
vacuum seal.
It's a good call.
I looked at them at Costco. They're a little pricey. And I'm like, will I ever use this?
No.
Do you have one?
No.
Do you have one?
Why the fuck would I have one,
I don't
Dave?
know. You cook shit.
No,
So
I
it's-
don't.
So it's a.
I used to.
Sally does.
It's a seal that knows how to use a vacuum.
Orf, orf.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a Grammy award-winning recording artist, Seal.
And he just
Don't
vacuums.
cry
He just-
tonight. People always go Kiss from a Rose when they hear Seal for the first time, when they hear his name talked about and stuff.
You're a deep.
Not
cut
me.
guy.
Yeah, I go deep cuts only.
I'm out on seal. Never enjoyed his music.
That is a preposterous
Hey,
take.
Wait,
he locked
That,
down-
that is a ridiculous
He
take.
locked down Heidi Klum though, so
was,
mad respect.
was Kiss from a Rose from the Clooney Batman?
I think so, yeah.
Oh my God, that movie was so
Seal stinks.
so bad.
No, he
stinks.
doesn't. He really
Still
doesn't.
stinks.
Dave. Or Dylan.
Fly Like an Eagle's not a good song.
Love Divine is great. Fly Like an Eagle's fine. Crazy. Crazy might be his best. I'm going to start listening to more Seal.
That's a terrible. That's a terrible move.
One of the
sir.
first Uber rides I ever took, a guy put on a Seal record where he was just covering old songs, and like honestly, 5 stars.
That sounds awful. I'm not gonna lie. Like truly,
It was
terrible.
so sweet.
A terrible experience.
It was good.
I usually just throw on the Jocko podcast when I want to scratch that itch. But
I'll scratch your itch.
yesterday was a big golf day. Again, shout out to Tom Hoagie.
Stop shouting out Tom Hoagie.
Dude, friend of the show.
He's
Dude,
not. He's not.
The dude stinks.
I think he would like a do-over, as would we.
He doesn't
I would
like
do
us
less,
at all.
I would do less Limp Bizkit humor.
Big
Apparently,
bag of nothing.
no, he was very worried. His image new on the tour. I'm looking at it. Whoa, what's Will
Oh,
get him? Let's play a game. What's Will looking at on his?
Speaking of tournament
Oh, my.
winners, I had dinner right next to Gentle Ben last night. By the way,
at a really good restaurant. What was it?
Maudie's.
You gotta stop going there, dude.
Dude, it's fine.
You can keep going there, but you gotta stop telling people you're going there.
Gentle, if it's good enough for a Masters winner, back-to-back Masters winner, then it's good enough for you, Will.
Okay, yeah. He has like no taste buds anymore.
He definitely didn't win back-to-back Masters.
You didn't?
No,
He won 2 Masters, not back to
I
back.
thought he ran it back.
he didn't run it back.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. He won one like the year I was born in like 94.
Let's look it up.
Will's looking it up. Why don't you just relax, dude?
Let's look it up, bitch.
Not only did he not win these back to back, Dillon, but he won them 11 years apart.
That's pretty much back to
What was the
back.
first one?
84 and
What was
95.
84? And 95.
Yeah.
Okay, he has 2 green jackets. If it's good enough for him, it's good enough for Will DeFreeze. I'll say that.
No.
Do you remember
Just
when
because
we
he won a
did-
golf tournament doesn't mean he has a good palate.
Here's me doing good old days syndrome stuff. Do you remember when we were on the boat with Sergio and him, and we were hitting the shots into the green? Will, congratulations, you hit the green.
Twice.
This is
That's
at the
sick.
for the match play, and Gentle Ben got up there, and he was just basically he got on the mic. He's like, "We were out real late last night at this one dude's place, and he looked kind of shitty. He sounded like he'd been smoking cigs and boozing, and he flipped the club over and was going to hit a left-handed one, and he just scolded into the metal railing of the boat, and it
And
shot
almost
up.
killed somebody.
And he just put the club down. I was like, yeah, that'll be enough.
Yeah, that was enough. We didn't need that anymore.
He's
Well-
gentle though. Like that's the thing about him.
Will had a take that's a bad nickname like 6 years ago. And the more I kind of think about it, I think we killed you for that. But like looking back, I'm like, yeah.
I've seen him out and about a few times. I do like myself some Ben Crenshaw, but it's an all-time bad nickname. You can't be known as the gentle guy.
It's better than like aggressive.
The
Ben.
Yeah, but like,
scoundrel
you're on 18, like you're lining up a putt and you got gentle Ben hovering over your shoulder.
Yeah, but dude,
Scummy Ben.
scummy Ben.
Saw him again, true story. Saw him at the Dell match play. He's a member at ACC. That's where it is. Walking around in golf shoes. He was just walking around the tournament rocking the golf kicks.
That's sick.
That's such a power
He's
move.
probably got a sponsor.
It's not a power move. That's a lame move.
He's won 2 Masters. Dillon alleges they're back to
They're
back.
back to back. That's basically back to back, just like Jordan did in '96, '97, except 11 years apart.
Why did you look at Randy for affirmation when
Did
you
I?
said that?
And that was the year Randy
Like-
was born.
Like Randy knows shit.
Randy didn't know anything.
I did 2 things this weekend of note. Are you ready for these 2 things of note that I did this weekend?
I don't really care, but I guess you can tell us.
The first is that I went to Matt's El Rancho for lunch on Saturday. I had a friend in town. We decided to go there, and I decided to try a margarita that was recommended to us by someone on this podcast.
You tried it?
Yeah, and guess what?
Oh no.
It tastes exactly the same as every
No,
other
it
margarita
doesn't.
there. Yes, it does. It's the same thing. Like it tastes the same.
I don't know.
The second thing is that I completed a Venmo transaction yesterday, and I've since learned that it'll be my final Venmo transaction between my mother and I. That always happens in the first week of the month.
Oh no.
And I got a text message from my mom after I completed that Venmo transaction. She said, "Hey, call me when you have a few minutes this afternoon." Whenever your mother sends you something like that, you immediately go to some devastating space in your mind where you think that something's super wrong. I call her up and she was like, "Yeah, so I went and I talked to somebody for a while the other day," and I was like, "Oh my God, she got really bad medical news. This is not good." She said, and it's going to be cheaper if we kick you off the family phone plan.
Man,
I'm
you
done.
had a really good run, man.
I made it from, I think, about age 15 to 35. My cell phone plan can drink right now. It's a long time.
Well, I'm going to tell you something that I've told a lot of people. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened.
It's just tough, man. It's the end of an era.
Marilyn Monroe said that. I don't know if you know that.
I thought Malcolm X said that.
No, it was actually Jon Snow.
I don't think Jon Snow said that.
Sally did a
When he
face
came back
peel
to
last
life,
night. She
he
did a
said it.
face peel last night where she put this serum all over your face and it was all red. And I was like, damn, it looks like you went to a Dothraki wedding. And she immediately just goes, "You can't say things like that." So yeah, shouts to me. If anybody out there has a really good data plan and they're looking for someone to add to it to maybe split some costs, just holler at your boy. I'm a free agent right now. Sally's trying to get me to join her parents' family plan. They have everything grandfathered in, but I'm not trying to get my data run by my in-laws. No offense to them, but I feel like that's just gotta be a me thing,
Yeah,
I
you can
feel-
just
I
get your
feel
own
that.
plan.
Yeah.
Dude, hop on Verizon. It's sick over here.
What, you getting kickback from this? Do you have affiliate marketing hookups with your old employer?
Don't worry about it, man.
Singular?
Don't worry about it, man.
You should just go phoneless.
I could. I might. About 8 years ago, I went a month without a phone. It was great. Best month of my life.
It's cool like to disconnect, right?
Yeah.
Just kind of go off the grid, like not checking your phone. You're at dinner, just vibing, like talking. I have a rule when I go out with people to dinner. I get like a basket and I say, everybody put their phones in this basket, and I put the basket under the table so people can just have conversation.
Really?
It's kind of a new thing I've been doing.
Does
yeah.
Randy's big ass OtterBox fit in there? You could throw that thing out of an airplane.
He's carrying around a Nomad grill. Thing's so big.
Dude, he's Mr. Cole's Cash. What are you, the Cole's Cash King? Good rebrand on a Sunday there,
That's
Randy.
sick,
Really good rebrand. Can we talk about DraftKings Sportsbook real quick? An official sports betting partner of the NFL.
Only if we're talking about the big game that's this weekend.
Oh,
Let
you
him
talking about the
finish.
game that's big on Sunday? Yeah, it's a big game. They got a huge offer for this weekend's big game. All new customers can get 56-1 odds. Yes, I said 56-1
God.
odds on either football team to win this weekend. Bet just $5 and win $280 in free bets if your team is victorious.
I'm going to get so big on Sunday
Dude.
watching this big game.
It's a big game. Yeah, I didn't stutter when I said that. You just have to bet $5 on either team to win the big game this weekend on DraftKings Sportsbook, and they will give you new customers additional $280 in free bets if the team they choose wins. If Sportsbook isn't available in your state yet, you have something to play. You still have something to play for this weekend, because everyone, yes, I said everyone, can play for their share of millions of dollars in total prizes with DraftKings daily fantasy football contests. All you have to do is download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code WASHED and get 56-1 odds on this weekend's big game. Bet just $5 and win $280 in free bets if your team wins. That's promo code WASHED at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. And if you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 877-8-HOPE-NY. Or you can text HOPE-NY, which is 467-369 if you're in New York. But for more state-specific hotlines and resources, please go to the description of this episode. Dave segment.
For this segment, I'm just going to read the rest of that.
The voluminous clarifiers.
I didn't know if you had like had Brett clarify, and I was like, oh man, I really hope Will doesn't read all of this.
Do you want me to do it? Want to see if I can do it without fucking up?
Don't.
Okay.
I believe that you can do it. So, guys, I did a thing. We've got Disney Plus, and my neighbor informed me that they have a certain series, a genre, a franchise of movies in chronological order based upon the timeline of this particular franchise. And as of yesterday, I am too deep in the Marvel franchise.
Wait, what? Hold on. So you're streaming these instead of purchasing them for $20 each?
Correct. I still own Endgame for $20. So when it gets to that point, I will watch that one just because I paid for it.
Just to get your money's worth.
But yeah, I started out with Captain America, which I'd seen bits and pieces of.
Yeah.
Then followed up with Captain Marvel, featuring
No fucking clue.
Brie Larson.
Okay. You're watching. How many are there?
27, I believe.
How many of these are you going to watch?
I'm going to watch all of them.
You're going to watch 27.
Well, if it goes like the Fast and Furious franchise, I'll watch half.
What year was the first one?
2008, Randy says.
That's a lot of movies in a short amount of time.
Quite voluminous.
I don't understand how people
Like
keep up
2
with them
per
at this
year.
point. They're long as fuck.
I gotta say, Captain
Sheesh.
Marvel, I didn't even know what that was.
I'd never even
heard of it. I didn't know Brie Larson was a part of it. I didn't know Annette Bening was a part of this. And I turned it on and I literally Googled, do I need to watch Captain Marvel if I'm watching for the franchise? And they people basically say no, but I watched the first 5 minutes and I was in. It's a good movie.
Really?
Pretty good.
Huh.
Don't really know what was happening. Randy, you kind of gave me a little reaction there. Are you not a Marvel guy?
Randy
That's an undertaking.
loves Marvel stuff.
I've only got 25 more movies to watch.
Who's your favorite character? Marvel character? Do you have one yet?
I like Party Man.
That's not a guy.
He
Party
shows
Man.
up at any bad situation and just turns it into a party.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know why. When you said Annette Bening, I immediately thought that Elaine Bennis was in that. And I was like, I didn't know that she did like Marvel movies. That's a good bag for her.
You thought Annette Bening was Elaine Bennis.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know why I thought that,
It's a
but
good
that's
bag
where
for
I
her.
am. I've seen a grand total of 1 Marvel movie.
Really?
Put your ones up.
Which one?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
You never saw Iron Man?
Man, the first Iron Man is such an excellent movie.
Not sure why. I just don't have like much, I don't have like a big need to dive into a franchise of so many movies.
Well, I'm very bored.
You can pick and choose and still be like wildly entertained by these movies.
I did. I picked and I chose
Yeah, you know what I'm
Guardians of
saying.
the Galaxy. They guard the galaxy.
Right. Yeah.
Over under how many movies I actually watch? I have 25 remaining.
I think you'll watch.
I think you watch all of them
I think you'll
over
watch
amount of time.
10.
10's fair. I'm taking the over. This kind of leads into something else. I'm going to call someone out here. I don't know if she's going to hear this, but I figured something out recently, or I learned something about my wife that she does in her TV consuming habits. I've been going to bed a little bit earlier. So oftentimes when I go to bed, she's already in the bed watching one of her shows.
Sure.
She is watching a show. I think it's called like We're All Dead. It is a Korean show. I think it's on Netflix. I don't even know what it's about. Subtitles and all that. She will watch a show, finish the show, and then watch the first 5 to 10 minutes of the next episode and then turn it off and go to bed.
Okay.
And
I'm glad you brought this up, Dave.
I am absolutely floored.
I'm glad you brought this up because I'm watching a show that you hold near and dear to your heart, Dave, Ozark.
Sure.
You're obsessed with it. You can't get enough of it. You're always on the Wikipedia page editing the details of
I'm
things
the
that people got
Ozark
wrong
guy.
and stuff. Like, you just love it.
People come to me for Ozark takes.
Last night around 10 p.m., we finished the second episode of the most recent season of Ozark, and there was a large cliffhanger, very large cliffhanger that I was very excited to dive into the next time we decided to watch Ozark. Sally decides, no, we're going to watch that right now. And I was like, this kind of ruins everything for me. Like, I kind of am looking forward to the mental mind games that I'm going to play with myself before I dive into this next episode. You can't do this. Do you do this in books? Like, does she go read like the first 2 pages of the next chapter in a book?
It doesn't make, I don't know.
We're going to get in trouble
It
for this
shocked me.
segment.
I know, but it doesn't bother me because I'm trying to go to sleep. I fall asleep regardless, but I'm like, seriously, you're gonna watch the first 5 minutes? Like, if it's me, maybe it's because I don't have discipline or self-control. And like, if I'm watching the first 5 minutes, I'm gonna convince myself, just what's another 55
It
minutes?
gives you like a little teaser about what to look forward to. I
Watch the trailer.
think I've done that. Like, not like intentionally, but like, let's just see how this next one starts before I cut it.
I don't like jumping into an episode of a show that I've already watched part of. Like, I want to watch it.
Dude, she's micro binging. I don't like this.
Is it a micro?
It's a micro binge.
I
You
don't
can't
like
micro
micro
binge. She's trying to get on the binge boys level, but she's just micro binging.
You guys don't get me started on binging.
Hey, I'm on this Dope Sick show. You guys hear about this one?
I've heard of it.
That's
Yeah.
a question. Okay. Very good. Highly recommend. It's about the opioid crisis.
The only thing I watch Michael Keaton in is that Birdman movie and the other
The
guys.
Founder.
The Founder.
And The Founder as well.
Yeah, The Founder.
Nobody realizes The Founder was a fantastic movie.
Dave wrote a great review on The Founder.
Actually, can we read that right now?
About 2,800 people read it.
Dope Sick is really good. Watch it.
Whatever.
Is it a drama?
Sure. Yeah, it's a drama. It focuses on OxyContin. You hear about this?
I've
Again,
dabbled.
It's a question.
Yeah.
Do most people pronounce the N in that word? It felt like you went out of your way to.
Oxycontin?
OxyContin?
Yeah.
Oxycontin?
I feel like most people say cotton.
No, they don't. And if you do, you just have never seen it written out. I
Randy.
guess.
Dude, Dave doesn't know his
No
highly
one says
addictive.
OxyContin.
He doesn't know his highly addictive drugs, dude.
Dude, what are
Randy.
you guys, I guess, just can't read very well. It's just
No,
fine.
we can read. It's just weird that you went out of your way.
There's
It
just
just-
clearly
it
an N in the word.
There is, but it was like you're showing off. You're kind of being a little showy, like, oh, I'm watching this prestigious show.
You know what? I kind of agree with Dave. You're kind of being a little showy right
This
now.
is so stupid. I just pronounced a letter that's clearly in a word.
Don't try to class up OxyContin.
Yeah.
Oh, my Oxycontin.
I
My
heard.
Oxycontin.
Okay, we can call it Oxycontin if you want, which is
Cotton.
not a thing. But
Don't
we
say
can-
cotton. I don't like when people do that
Cotton.
with their T's.
Okay, I said content and I said cotton, and you have a problem with both.
It
both
just like
ways.
slowed down the word. You were like really rolling and vibing, and then it was like you kind of started to spin. You caught the spin. You saved it.
You're so wrong on this one, dog.
No, I'm not saying I'm right or wrong.
This
You
dude
almost
just
blew out a
learned
tire
there's
so bad you were skirting so hard.
This dude just figured out there's an extra N in the word.
No, I knew there was. I'd never heard anybody like, kind of like, it was like you were kind of
Pronounce
doing
the
the
N?
gritty when you got to that part. You were kind of stunting a little bit, like, look at me.
I didn't do the gritty.
It's kind of gritty.
I just
It
said
was a
word.
verbal gritty.
Anyway, the show's pretty good. Highly recommend. Man, the
We get it, dude. You have a Hulu
the
login.
pharmaceutical industry.
Is it my Hulu? You using my
very
Hulu?
seedy.
Whose Hulu are you using?
I purchased a Hulu. Actually.
Oh, okay. I'm sure you
Yeah.
did.
I did.
Sure you
What,
did.
you want my password?
I on the TV front, I have a request out there for people. Okay?
Are people still using your Netflix?
Probably. I have a request out there for everyone on Sunday night. Stop immediately tweeting what happens on Euphoria the second it happens. Just stop. Like, just give it, let the dust settle a little bit on Sunday night. Not all of us
Dude.
are watching it the second it comes out.
Dude,
I
last
need-
night's was so anxiety inducing.
Just give us a little time to digest this and figure it out.
Last night's was a tough watch though.
Shut up. All you we've reached now that The Bachelor is dead and everyone's trying to be cool and relevant watching Euphoria. Now all the volume tweeting has stopped on Monday night and gone straight to Sunday night. Everybody. Knock it off.
You think people pivoted from watching The Bachelor to Euphoria?
Exactly. That's the pipeline. The Bachelor to Euphoria pipeline.
I told you I watched about 8 minutes of season 1, and I tuned in at a very bad time, and I was like, well, I don't know if this is what I need. I'm honestly surprised you're watching it.
It's a good show.
I've heard it's good,
It's a good show.
but I'm surprised that it's something you would watch on Sunday.
I get it. I don't usually watch it on Sunday, to be
I'm
honest.
honestly surprised he's not watching it. How are you not watching Euphoria?
It's because he's so aged.
I've considered dabbling. I'm trying to convince Bay to give it a shot, but I think the Sydney Sweeney angle is she thinks I'm just too horny to get into it or something. I don't know. It's like
Sydney Sweeney's not pregnant or anything.
we're not gonna
Oh.
do that, Dave.
There was a scene in the show.
What happened in the scene?
It was a fantasy of sorts, maybe kind of looking into the future, and she had a pregnant belly. Weirdly, that's when Dillon texted me like, "Hey, dude, I gotta get into this show. Dude, this show is looks so good."
Do a fake headline. Sydney Sweeney pregnant, like hypothetical. Has she been linked with anybody?
I gotta stop this one. This one's not a good one. I don't like it.
What?
Like the Dylan is into cocaine jokes. Like, yeah, it's funny, but this is like a weird one.
This is the rare scenario where cocaine is more acceptable than
They were
pregnant
your
women.
headlines. We didn't write the headlines.
That's actually fair. You kind of walked yourself into this by just getting mega H for Rihanna pregnancy.
Don't get me wrong. We all were. We just.
I wasn't
Mike.
I wasn't that age. I'm I think I'm more into Rocky. Like, I think he's like mega pretty. They do call him Pretty Flacco.
Has Sydney Sweeney been linked with anyone? Like, has Dumas spilled any tea about her whereabouts, who she's been seen
I
with?
don't know. All she does is hang out with Maud Apatow.
Who's that?
Is that Judd Apatow's daughter?
Facts.
Oh,
It's her,
Is that
her
right?
sister in the show, yeah. But they're real squatted up at this point, it seems
Really?
like. Yeah.
Were they spotted at Soho?
Probably. They were spotted at Nobu and Malibu. They took the
what were they
405 to
eating?
get there and then jet over to. They were eating a salad that they said sucked.
What?
Yeah, I was on Maud's story and she was like, "Dude, this salad sucks. You're chuggy if you like it."
Really?
Yeah,
I cannot wait to go back there and eat that salad.
still haven't done it. I'm gonna do it. Mark my words. When we're at Dylan's wedding in Mexico, I'm gonna be sitting there and I'm gonna go live on Instagram and do a live tasting from the Circling Back pod account.
Even if it rocked your world, you wouldn't give it credit.
Dave's response that it's fine was my favorite response.
It's really good for what it is.
No, I
It's a
mean,
spinach
If it's
salad.
as good as your recommendation of mixing up margaritas at Matt's El Rancho, I can't wait for this.
On the pantheon of salads, it's up there. It's a good
No,
salad.
thank you.
But
It's a salad.
had you asked if I had no prior knowledge that any of y'all had enjoyed that salad before, and you texted me like, "Dude, so how was the food at Nobu?" I would not have led, or I probably wouldn't have even mentioned it because it's a salad. The ceiling is not the roof in this case. The ceiling is like
It was really good.
I'm gonna put in a special request before we go there for Dave and I. No more spinach salads there. I'm trying to eat wedges by the ocean.
I do. You know
You're
how
not
I
gonna
feel
go to-
about a wedge.
You can't go to Nobu and get a wedge salad.
Oh please!
Is
I'm
a
gonna,
wedge
I'm gonna get a
salad-
bunch of chunky ass blue cheese for that bitch. Just
It's
drizzle
like a
it on there.
steakhouse salad,
All right.
man.
Hey, riddle me this, hot shot. Is the wedge salad the bottle service of salads?
No, in what way?
It's just very showy.
It is.
It's a big old
It's
wedge.
not.
Cocky.
Have you ever seen, dude? Some of these steakhouses, they bring out this giant wedge.
Yeah.
It looks like a big piece of
There's no
cake.
presentation behind it though.
Well,
There's
how
no,
many
like-
salads do you get where you get an entire head of lettuce on your plate?
It's not what I look for in a salad typically though. Like it's okay.
What's going to turn your head more? Just a plate full of spinach leaves or just a big old head of lettuce?
Well, maybe they could stick like the knife inside of it or something, make it look all tight.
That's another thing. It comes with the steak knife. You can't, I mean, how many salads require
No,
a steak
you're right.
knife?
It's cool.
Not many.
I enjoy wedge salads. Don't get me wrong.
You know what? I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah, he's on the verge of accepting that your take is factually correct.
If they cut the head of lettuce like table side and then like did like the blue cheese and
Oh,
threw the
yeah.
bacon bit, then yeah,
If they don't do that, I send it back.
then yeah, I'd be like, yeah, he's on to something here. But yeah, they just bring it to you like that, you know.
There's just something about it. It's like it's the juxtaposition
You
between
you gotta stop saying
The-
this word.
the wet, like the actual greenery with the blue cheese and the way it hits your palate and combines to flavor blast you.
What are you doing?
It's the bottle service of salads.
Facts.
I don't think there is a bottle service of salads. I think salad's just
Well,
salad.
What's better? Like a tossed salad, a Cobb salad?
No, I love wedge salad, Dave.
Be careful bringing Cobb salad into the conversation. It's almost like a deconstructed wedge in a way, and they just go hard.
I do like a Cobb.
Cobb salad's a meal though.
I used to go to McDonald's and get that chef
A
salad.
wedge salad is a pre-main, whatever you want to call it, salad.
Pre-made.
Didn't they
But
used to
a
call you
Cobb
the
salad
pre-made?
is the main. Is what I'm saying.
It's the star of the show.
Yeah.
Does the Cobb salad have egg in it? Is that the one?
Yes,
Facts.
David.
Gain season.
What are you doing?
I need to eat more greens. I've been lacking.
I usually order my Cobb salad with 12 extra hard-boiled eggs.
That's a lot.
That's a dozen eggs.
Yeah.
Can we talk about
What were we
Bezos
talking
real
about?
quick? Dave's Marvel.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we went for this in the most circling back thing ever. We went from talking about Marvel movies
That's
to
my
whether or
fault.
not the wedge salad is the bottle service of salads.
Right.
It's my fault.
We do have billionaire news. Jeff Bezos. Have you guys heard of this guy?
Yeah, Amazon guy.
He has a super yacht, which makes sense considering he's a billionaire. And a Dutch city has to take down an entire bridge in order for his yacht to get through.
I saw
Who the fuck's this guy think he
I
is?
saw a headline that they weren't going to accommodate him.
It says a Dutch city has agreed to spend weeks taking down a historic bridge so Jeff Bezos'
Oh,
new
come
gigantic
on.
super yacht
It's a
can
historic
reach
bridge.
the open seas in summer. Yeah, it's a very nice looking bridge, if I'm being honest. The super yacht is 417 feet long. Not sure why you wouldn't just get 3 extra feet on it, but that's just me. It's a 3-masted ship that cost roughly $500 million. It was constructed in the Netherlands. Why would you construct a ship somewhere where you know you can't get it out of without majorly inconveniencing one of the cities there?
Why do they not have switches on it that can just lower it a little bit so it can go right under stuff?
Why don't they just build this not in the Netherlands?
Or why don't they have like a?
Does this have candy paint by chance?
Hard to say, and it's also
Yeah, they got in
TBD
trouble.
on the grain on the steering
Oh, because
wheels.
it was dripping in the ocean.
in the ocean? Yeah, they thought there was an oil spill.
This is it's called the Koningshaven Bridge.
This is look. I don't know the deets
Coning?
behind this, but this is sorry, man. This is sorry. This boat is sick.
If this boat was about it, they would just put up a ramp and let it jump the bridge.
Why does someone need a boat that big? You just don't.
The operating costs for a boat that big are just so insane that it's just like, you know what they say about getting a boat.
And you see these houses that are like,
Yeah, I do.
what do they say? Imagine trying to sell this boat if you're like, I'm gonna get rid of it.
You can't, dude. It's like
No.
Allen Iverson's mansion. Like there's just too much shit going on. They can't sell it.
What do they say about buying a boat, Will?
What? The best parts about buying a boat?
Yeah. What do they say?
It's the
Too
first day you get it and the day you sell it. You know what I mean? Actually, I have a sign getting sent to me in the mail. It's painted on a like a oar, you know, like a boat oar,
Yeah.
and it's from my man cave, and it says that
fuck
on
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Wait,
It's
honestly,
sick.
this boat don't even look that sick, man.
How do you know? What'd you Google?
I clicked the link in the story.
I clicked the link.
You fuck.
Are you sure it's even the one?
No.
I mean,
Is it a super yacht? Would you even know the difference?
Yeah, this is his yacht.
The thing about a super yacht is it's a yacht that's super.
I mean, as far as super yachts go, this one's not that sexy, man.
Compare it to the Eugenia. I believe that's Jerry Jones's, right? The Bravo Eugenia.
I don't know. But this boat's not that sick. We'll look at it, dog. Are you looking?
I mean, I'm looking at it. It's got 3 masts on this like giant ass thing. This is kind of tight, actually.
No.
The more I look at it, the more I'm into it.
That's kind of mid, TBH.
Dude, let's go. It's one of the finest sailing yachts in existence.
Is it solar powered?
Hard to say. Guess how much it costs to run this boat annually?
That's where they get you.
Guess how much?
Annually, it costs $2.1 million.
$50 million annual running costs. 50.
You just don't need a boat like this. No one does. You see these mega mansions that are like, 30,000 square feet. It's like, do you need that?
Just give me a pontoon boat and I'm cool.
I mean, when I'm looking at real estate in Austin, I'm like, well, what would I do with the 4th bedroom in this house? I don't need a 4th bedroom. I need 3 bedrooms.
No one needs more.
No, turn it into your man cave.
Oh, no, I mean, Dave,
Absolutely no one needs more than like 6,000 square feet. And that's massive. That's a massive house.
my brain doesn't do square feet, but yeah, for sure.
You know who does square feet? Commercial real estate.
Why do
That's
they
all
do
they
it
do.
like that?
I don't know. Because
Like, I'll just bring my calculator and we go look at space.
Beep, bop, boom.
Yeah, this is $37 a foot. Okay, so 37 times. How big is this place again?
pretend
Okay.
I can't do
Boop, bop,
large
beep,
number
boop, bop, beep, bop,
multiplication.
bop.
Yeah,
in my head.
say that I haven't taken a math class since like 2006.
That poster in your algebra class, and it said, condescendingly said, when are you ever going to use this? And it gave like all these lists of times you would use it. That was probably on there. If you're trying to ever rent office space.
We just don't use them.
Are they going to put the building or the bridge back together when they get it out? I missed that part of
Yes,
the story.
they're going to
Okay.
reconstruct the bridge.
Then
They
that's
just
okay.
got done doing construction on this bridge in 2017, and they said that they were not going to do anything more on it. And now they have to do this all again just because the richest man in the world wants to get his yacht through.
He's footing the bill, obviously, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
obvious.
$50 million a year just to run this bad boy?
Mm-hmm. Well, think about how much it costs to gas these things up. Think about all the people it takes. You have to clean this thing every single day.
The crew. Think about the crew that runs this.
I always think about the crew, dude. They're the first thing I think about every time. Squad mentality.
This dude has a lot of
There's
money.
probably a lot of people that have jobs from this thing.
Probably.
He's a real job creator.
Does he treat his employees well, though?
How do you
Great question. Some say maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I'd side with the little people.
What was the other story we just did on him a couple weeks ago?
know? What, where he was like getting cucked by Leo?
His drip?
Was it his drip?
Oh, when he went to Dan Flash's?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's kind of on one right
No,
now.
I was combining that with the prince of wherever. Remember the guy who adopted a large adult son. That was not Jeff Bezos. I'm conflating two things, and I apologize.
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos, that's a different story.
I don't know. He can go to Dan Flash's, but if he's looking for something a little more performance driven, I'd highly recommend that he heads over to Mizzen
Wow.
in Maine.
Okay.
And no, that's not a street address. I'm talking about the company, baby.
This guy's in his bag
never
today.
ceases to amaze me.
A lot of things can make you uncomfortable. For me, moving to Texas, I was already a sweat boy, but then I became a constant sweat boy. And what Mizzen and Maine did was they helped me. Because like all these dress shirts out there, they're always stiff. They make you sweat. They wrinkle easily. You're just never excited about wearing that. I used to dread wearing a dress shirt to like just do anything, but not anymore, baby. That's why you need to go check out Mizzen in Maine. They combine the comfort and flexibility of your favorite athletic wear with the fit and style of a custom dress shirt. They're lightweight, they're breathable, and most of all, they're moisture wicking. This bad boy will have you looking great. We just got a package in the mail from them. I got a medium performance shirt that I'm very happy with that I'm definitely going to be wearing from the boardroom to the discoteca. In addition to that, I got a sweatshirt. This thing is soft. This thing is clean.
Oh, did you get a hoodie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The hoodie is unbelievable. I love the hoodie. I was wearing it Friday.
Do you know what I've been missing? I've been missing the hoodie that has like the hand pouch that goes all the way through, and what this one has. and it's a nice touch. is
Couldn't
what
have
I'm trying
arrived
to
at a
say.
better time.
I keep a glizzy in there in case I'm hungry later.
Really,
I
Yeah,
get that.
that's a good idea.
I get that. They might have gotten famous for their dress shirts, but Mizzen and Maid now makes incredibly comfortable flannels, no-tuck shirts, performance polos, chinos, and those sweatshirts we were just talking about. Modern tailoring. This stuff is just high-end. Go make it happen. We love it. You'll love it too. Whether you're updating your wardrobe to head back to the office or you're looking for a new fall flannel, we've got news for you. Right now, if you go to mizzenandmaid.com, use promo code circling back, you'll get $35 off any regular price order of $125 or more. That's $35 off when you go to mizzenandmain.com and use our code circling back. I got a question.
What?
Got a question.
This segment's called Will Has a Question for Dillon.
Oh, damn it!
I was laughing at this during the read. I didn't know we were doing this.
What question?
Yeah,
Dude?
I got a question. We talked about this briefly on Friday.
Are you about to put me on Front Street?
I'm about to put you on Mizzen and Main, that corner.
That would be dope if Mizzen and Main could acquire those street names, and that's where their office was. That's my only point.
They need to get their they need to be one of those companies that gets so big that they have to build like their new like campus, and then they get to name all the streets around it, and they just call it Mizzen.
Randy
and Main.
knows this. On Brody, there's a Home Depot way.
There you go.
He lives. Don't
There
you
you
live
go.
off
True.
of it? Randy lives kind of off Home Depot way.
Ooh, baby, Home Depot way.
More savings, less doing.
Will you get to your question already, man? How about that?
Relax.
What's the question, dude?
So we talked at length on Friday about some of the L's we took throughout the process. The most recent Austin freeze. Dave, his air conditioner got smashed by a tree. Me, I had a little smoke issue due to some damp wood. And Dillon, you threw your TV on the ground in a fit of rage.
I know what this question's about.
And I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but I think we're kind of at a pivotal moment where we're less than a week away from the big game. Are you
It's the
familiar
big
with this big game?
Yeah.
And the question that I have is, are you having a Super Bowl party?
The short answer is I don't know.
Yeah, because like
Yo,
we're
man.
kind of at a breaking point,
You're putting
Dillon,
us in a
where
bad spot.
like I'm gonna start getting other invites, and like I'm gonna have to. I don't want to put you on the back burner, and so I'm trying to figure this out right now.
This puts pressure on me to acquire a new TV, hang it as well as the sound bar, which I can do, and it's just that's a 2-hour, not even project, but I have to get that done, which means I need to carve away some time this week in order to do that. And also the next weekend we have a very busy, like Parks has a birthday party at the house. This weekend we have a lot going on too. Like there's just a lot happening right now.
I think you should, instead of looking at all this in a negative light, I think you should look at this as an opportunity. Like you have to get a new TV no matter what. You have to mount that thing no matter what.
Facts.
Like what better time than now?
What's your budget?
What better place than here? Yeah, what like if you get a new TV, what's the damage going to look like on that?
I don't know what the damage will look like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Like if you're worried about the damage of like the appetizers and stuff like that, I think we can help out. Like I can go get some hummus and a crudité.
I really just destroyed a perfectly good television. Destroyed it.
Kind of a flex though.
It's not.
Kind of a flex.
It's going to set me back financially. I may never financially recover from this.
I hope you do. If you can't financially recover from one television, then I have some severe concerns about your status.
It's a flatty though, and it's smart. You might forget that.
Do they even make TVs that aren't flat anymore besides the curved ones?
Well, the curved ones were a joke. If you got one, sorry, you got bamboozled.
I'm very curious. Can you just throw a TV away with your regular trash, or is it like a bulk trash thing?
It's still sitting out by the side of the house. I don't know what to do with it.
Are you mean the dude who puts just like the bulk trash out way too early and it's just there for a month? Nobody picks it
I
up.
might just go find a dumpster somewhere and throw it in.
I bet if you put that out on the street, and you live on a somewhat busy street, somebody will come by and just grab it.
Well, until they see that it's bashed.
They'll think they can fix it. I'm telling you.
It's pretty jacked up. Dude.
Somebody did that on bulk pickup for my old pull-up bar that was clearly broken, and I'm hoping no one tried to do pull-ups on it because they got hurt.
Dude, I think about going to the gym today and making it bulk pickup day.
Well, I will
Okay.
give. I'm leaning yes, but let me give you an answer by EOD.
He's rowing now.
EOD, you'll get an answer. from
Okay,
me.
because all I'm saying, I have people asking me questions like, "Hey, what's the status of this Dillon party?"
Why are they asking you and not
Because
me?
I might have already spread the word a little bit to some close ones.
Dude, I was bad about that as a kid. I would tell people about parties that they weren't necessarily invited to.
I've only told one person about it, but they've asked me numerous times now, following up, being like, "So is this party happening?"
Who have you told?
I think you'll like who I've told.
Micah? Micah?
Joe Rogan. He's coming to your
Rogan's gonna
party.
come.
I feel
Yeah,
like he doesn't even watch
he got
football.
uninvited from his Spotify party, so he has to come to your house now.
Okay.
No, it's Micah Weiner. Yeah.
Well, that changes things.
When producer Micah wants to have a party at your house, you have that party.
that kind
Think of all the nice times he had us over to his house. You know, like
a fair
drop of a
point.
You
hat
know,
for a fight
It's a
night.
fair point.
I would kill for one of those nights. And he just doesn't have people over to watch the fights anymore. I know that's a little bit tacky of me to want him to invite us over for that. But I would like, those were fun times.
I'm texting Bay as we speak.
That's where we got the Epstein didn't kill himself Brett moment.
Facts.
Where Brett boldly proclaimed that.
That was a bold claim.
My text
Nobody was saying
to
it.
Bay says the guys really want us to have Super Bowl party. We're recording right now. And we'll see what she says.
That is a little bit adventurous to go back-to-back weekends for parties, right? Parks' parties at your home,
Yeah.
right?
Please,
I
please,
don't want to put too much on Bay.
please send a follow-up text and let her know that she did receive a free Sunday Scaries hat, so we deserve to have a party.
Well, okay, I'll text that in a bit.
It's time, baby.
It's TBD. All right, player?
Brett's breaking news.
Hello.
Welcome, Brett.
Wow, it's Brett, man.
Great to have you here.
I want to announce something,
What?
and that is big games, big game bash.
We were literally just talking about a Super Bowl party.
I heard, and that's why I came up with that on the spot.
Big games, big game bash.
Yeah. Big bash.
No.
Okay.
Dillon needs to have a party at his place.
Wow.
I'm just saying, the big games, big game bash.
Brett,
is,
I'm thinking I could go to Scissors and Scotch, get trimmed up, maybe have a glass of Scotch,
right.
and walk right over to your place. Maybe stop at Carve on the way.
We might even
That's doing too much.
carve cater.
I'll have to talk to my family first.
That's doing a lot.
Just saying, if the backup option exists, if Dylan's dumb bash doesn't work out.
I'm being selfish in that I want
Yee.
Dillon to have one because it's just so close to my
Yeah, you
place.
can
And being
walk
as though
it.
I'll have my kid with me, I just appreciate to
Yeah.
have that 2-minute drive as opposed to like that 15-minute drive.
Stairs.
I don't
gotta
think I've been to
acquire
a
an-
Super Bowl party
How
in
do I
years.
acquire an easel and a poster board?
I'll get you some easel and a poster board.
I have a card table that was at my house that's now at Dave's house that started at Dave's house.
I don't need a card table.
Okay. Well,
We're not going to play
Is
cards.
that thing still at my house? Yeah, it's in my
the folding
garage.
table? Yeah.
Unless you want to play beer die.
Well, you guys wouldn't play with me, so
That's right. Oh, yeah, I
I'm
forgot.
sorry, Brett.
yeah, that's fine. How's it going?
Brett, break some news for us.
I don't have any news to break. I just have three things.
Okay.
These are
Three
Brett's-
things with Brett.
Three things with Brett, yes. Do you want to go, I saw a fight,
Yes.
Brett's Olympic takes,
No.
or I have a proposition for Dylan?
Was the fight IRL?
The IRL.
I want one. I want in this order, and I'm just throwing this out. 1, 3, 2.
Okay.
Is that cool with everybody?
It's fine.
Works for me.
It's not the order I would pick, but I am okay with it.
Fight,
would your order be?
proposition, Olympics.
Tell me your order.
I would go 3-1-2.
Does you want to know the proposition?
Yeah.
So you'll know that second.
Okay.
I saw a fight last night, Dave.
Fuck yeah.
We're on Rainy Street, getting a wonderful dinner at Anthem, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite restaurants in Austin.
Could have gone Friday.
We went to Fix. It was lovely.
It was.
Anyway, got the miso glazed mac and cheese balls.
Okay.
Phenomenal.
Sounds really good.
Brisket rangoons.
You ate good
Oh,
this weekend, man.
I did.
Eating good in the neighborhood.
There's
Saturday I had a pretzel. Beer cheese pretzel, but a pretzel nonetheless. Anyway.
Tell us about the fight,
Dude,
dude.
literally no one cares about what you ate. Tell us about this fucking fight.
So we're sitting there having a lovely dinner, and then all of a sudden we see, you kind of see the commotion happening at the corner. You know where Rainey meets up with whatever the hell that street is.
sure.
And
Did someone throw hands?
You're painting a real picture here.
so 2 guys involved, 3 girls involved. Okay.
Oh.
Starts with guy yelling at girl.
Okay.
And it's
Is there a
getting
cat fight?
it's getting hands. No, it's getting like
Rare.
dude is obliterated, stumbling all over the place, handsy. And so this piqued our attention because guy versus girl interventions, that's a thing. Like if that continued, I would have gone outside and said, like, let's not do this. But then it turned into guy on guy. Like guy
That's
came
hot.
over and was trying to split it up.
Hell yeah.
So then the guys started tussling.
Did they
No,
throw
was-
hands?
Were
No.
they with? Was the guy who came in the third party? Was he with the group, or was he
Yes.
just like a guy, good Samaritan?
Nope, Good Samaritans enter this picture later, but it was 2 guys in the same group, 3 girls in the same group. and they were starting to tussle. No hands thrown, but aggressive tussling. And that's when it turned into the classic throwdown trip move, where one of the parties with the upper hand sticks his leg out and whips the guy over his leg so he trips and falls.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Should have tabletopped him.
Did anybody tabletop?
I just push whips.
I didn't see tabletops. I will say I saw a head hit a glass wall pretty hard.
Tabletopping is so disrespectful. If you do that, it's like you have to throw hands.
If you tabletop a stranger, you better be prepared to fight. Wait, so no punches thrown?
No aggressive tussling.
Brett, I gotta say, I'm downgrading this from fight.
Until, Dave, he gets up after the potential concussion, and that's when hands are thrown. That's when girl number 1, who is being yelled at, picks up a rock.
Oh, a
Ooh.
deadly weapon.
And now there's rocks involved. No police anywhere.
Mom always said, "Don't throw rocks."
At this point, when there's like weapons, unclear about actual weapons, police were called from inside in our booth.
Don't worry about the rocks that I got.
Anyway, then proceeds to
Time out. Did you call the police?
a girl that I was with, Christian's girlfriend or fiance, called the police.
Christian Leitner?
Nope.
Pulisic.
Then guy gets thrown. Same guy that hit the wall gets thrown down again, Dave. But
Just
this
thrown
time,
down.
Buddy goes chokehold
Hell yeah.
and gets him out.
Lights
knocked
out?
Rear-
lights out.
Rear
Nobody's home.
naked?
Oh yeah, it was rear.
He got
took
naked
his
before he
back?
did it?
He got no,
Just his rear.
He was on top, rolled him over from the back, chokehold. Technically sound.
Gotta say,
He's out in 20 seconds.
I'm glad that you didn't pull out your phone to record this. I'm also upset you did not pull out your phone to record this.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't go World
Did
Star. with
anybody
it.
yell World Star?
There was a guy across the street certainly doing
Okay.
World Star.
He's so afraid to choke somebody out. Like, what if they just don't come to, you know?
Well, here's the thing. Guy came to, and Buddy went back at him. Round 3. Then he got spun into a line of the e-bikes.
Oh, that's just embarrassing.
Yeah, he went round 3, had nosedive into e-bikes. Now he's bleeding profusely. And now everybody's like concerned because the group all knows each other.
Is this
So
guy
it's
the
like,
bad
"Oh,
actor?
man, okay. Yeah, he is very much the aggressor.
Okay.
Like Leguizamo?
Then
He's
gets
a
back
good
up.
actor.
Then gets back up for round 4, and Buddy's like, "I'm tired of throwing you into inanimate objects. Please stop." So he throws him into an animated object, aka a moving Toyota 4Runner.
It wasn't me,
Was not
for the record.
was not Dillon. It didn't have a dog or a cat sticker on the back.
Big cat.
Into the side of a moving
That's not
car.
the sound of our big cat.
At this point, Buddy's had enough, and they walk arm in
called it.
arm to the car. Yeah,
That's a scene, man.
just a couple dudes.
Wow, they settled it like men.
Settled it like men. Nobody. Well, dude is definitely concussed, but they walked it off together, arm in arm, like a couple of buddies.
No police intervention.
Police came about 3 minutes afterwards and started to question mostly the Good Samaritans that jumped in, like the bouncer at Peacemaker, which ironically, yeah, he was the Peacemaker. He was very much involved. Threw a couple shoves himself. You know, if you're a bouncer, you've had a long day. Somebody's really grilling you. That's what kind of happened. He was kicked out of the bar ahead of time. So
Sunday's on rainy, man.
witness
It's
to
always
fight.
a sloppy time.
Witness to
That's
fight.
why I don't go there.
We really haven't been to rainy in a long time.
It was cool.
What's your
Yeah.
proposition?
A proposition for Dillon is I would like him to help me remount my TV as a redemption for what happened to him last weekend.
Wow. He's throwing you a lifeline.
I'm giving you a chance.
I already agreed to do this.
Well, I wanted it public, just in case you welched.
Can I hang mine first? The new one that I have to acquire?
Ooh, what does that mean? Does that mean we're a go?
For
Well,
SPP?
I'm getting a new TV.
Have you gotten a text message yet?
Let's see.
Have you gotten a text message?
Are you?
back?
Is there any?
She hasn't
Can you
responded.
claim an insurance deal on your old one? Is there any reimbursement happening there?
No, man.
Yeah,
He's a fraud.
It's just toast.
Your
man.
policy
we can
doesn't cover
racketeer
this.
for you. Go shake down the boys. at
It's
Best Buy.
toast.
That's too bad.
Can you
Anyway,
not save like the hard drive?
I don't know.
I feel like there's something in
And
there.
do
you
what
could
with
save.
Why would you want to do that?
Oh, give it to like a Radio Shack or some shit. Circuit City.
Circuit City?
You could sell it to Play It Again Sports.
Yeah, I'll help you with your TV, man.
thank you. It's going to be an aggressive build. It's
Why?
quite because I have to. You know the mount that you did for my TV. We have to totally unmount it.
Oh,
Totally unmount it. Put up a new wall-facing entertainment center, and then remount to the TV.
Brett, in 1 minute or less, give us your Olympic takes. Only your most fuego.
Downhill skiing is the best sport in the Winter Olympics. Those dudes are motoring 90 miles an hour.
That's very
and
fast.
jumping like 45 yards. Incredible sport. The guy calling the biathlon was the most electric announcer of the games, easily. He should be picked up, be the new Sal Masekela, perhaps. And the hockey games kind of stink. I'm just going to say it.
I've watched zero hockey.
We're still in blowout rounds. And
Zero hockey
the
has been watched by
Canadian
me.
team and the Russian women's team both wore masks the whole game last night.
That sounds miserable.
Yeah, it was really lame. Like, I get it. Don't come at me. I'm not. But like
Like a COVID mask or a
yeah.
That's a little surprising that the Russian team did. But to be clear, it is not the Russian team. It is the Federation of
The Olympic, the
the,
Russian
Russian
Olympic.
Olympic
Committee,
correct,
yes.
not to be confused with Russia.
so stupid.
Next take is I don't have curling fever. I don't get it.
Are you over it?
I'm very over
I'm
curling.
over curling. Curling gets a lot
Honestly,
of airtime.
between the curling and the figure skating, we're really letting some cool sports fall by the wayside.
Short track speed skating also stinks.
It's too hard to track.
It's too hard to pass.
Yeah, like it's just like there's and like when they do the relay thing, like there's too many people just skating in circles.
Yeah.
I get lost.
If you are in first place at the first turn, you're winning the race. It's dumb.
These Olympics are hitting not great.
Luge is tight. I would luge if I could. I think we should do
He's a luge,
when
baby.
we do our upstate New York tour.
My luge.
I think we can. I know a couple people up
My
there at Lake
luge.
Placid. I get us all on a bobsled, 4-man.
I don't want to get into a bobsled
Pussy.
What?
because I'm a P word.
Okay, so it'll be well. You could probably do two. You have a brakeman and a pilot who are like trained, and then you do two people in the middle.
Where can I be? I'm in.
It's
You're mid.
Put me in the danger zone.
it's the human centipede of Olympic sports.
Put me in the danger zone. I want it all.
Remember 4 years ago that dude was doing the skeleton thing and he bounced his head off a pole, going like 80 and
Yeah, he died.
died on impact.
Yep.
Wow.
Just don't
I'm
want
glad
that
we
shit
can
to
end this
happen.
episode on a positive note.
Lastly,
I
ski
can like
jumping.
still see it.
That
man.
reminds me of the Bone Zone
A little bit, yeah.
skeleton. The bones are their money.
That's true.
Didn't think about that.
Good point, Dave.
Ski jumping is the coolest sport that I did not think was cool before this. Oh, those are my Olympic takes thus far.
Good shit, man.
I have one
Woo.
Olympic take. You ready for this?
Sure.
I think any good skier,
Oh,
like any skier who is like above and beyond their like a normal skier, I think you could be competitive in the moguls.
No way.
Yes.
remind me what the
Yes.
moguls
The,
is.
the moguls is where they're fucking
bumps, Dave.
They're bouncing back and
If
forth.
you're
Those
already-
that
things-
looks
That's
insane.
It does
that's
look
an
insane.
insane take.
No, because if you're already an extremely skilled skier, I'm not saying I could do it. I'm not saying me.
Okay.
I'm not saying me.
Oh.
But if you're a skier, let's say
I
you're
don't know,
let's
man.
say you're a downhill skier and you're like, okay, my career's coming to an end. What should I do next? I don't think the pivot to the moguls would be that difficult for these people.
The most like knee-shattering sport on the planet.
Not worried about
It
it.
looks like hell on your body.
Yeah, it probably is. But
It's like me going down the
in
train
terms, like
part.
all you have to learn how to do like a couple different things. Okay,
Okay.
you have to learn how to eat moguls on your knees.
Right.
That's you'll learn that in a year. That's going to be easy at the end of the day. Then you have to learn a couple aerials. You got people out there that are just straight up doing backflips. You could learn that in a year.
I
don't
don't know
know.
about this take.
I don't
don't
think
know,
I
player.
agree, but I'm glad that you're bringing it to the table.
Nope.
Like you're about to get toasted by
I think-
some people.
Yeah, and those people probably suck at skiing.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Wait, what?
I was not impressed with the talent that I saw during last night's mogul sesh. I was like, okay, I feel like there's better people out there
Is
for
it the
this.
snow sneaky? Like, I know
All
that in the
man-made.
downhill, like they were saying that some of the snow was a little bit something.
It's all artificial snow, like zero natural snow. And the thing with artificial snow, it's a little bit grippier than the
It's
natural
in the
stuff.
fucking desert. Like,
Yeah. The high desert.
still.
Snow in the desert sounds like Vegas.
Piggybacking off your take, I think if there's an American Olympian skier, like if you're just a badass American dude that wins skiing, much like F1, that you can be marketable, like Michaela Schifrin is for the women's team, like Bodie Miller was, you can be like rolling in it with Rolex and
Well, I think those guys are trying to do that.
right, but there's just nobody good enough who wins consistently enough.
Yeah, the Americans shit the bed last night.
We have 3 medals thus far.
Don't the Russians have like 10?
The Federation of the
yeah.
Russian Empire, or whatever it is.
Federation of the Russian Empire.
I don't know.
Federation.
I'm gonna go watch some mogul videos just to see if I can co-sign Will's take, or
Dave,
if I
it's-
have to just distance.
It's V difficult.
Is there any winter sport that you can
You're a
be
dude from
competitive in?
Texas, by the way.
No.
Curling?
Did you see me the
Did you
one time
play?
I skied?
No,
I'm
there's
very,
there's
very
plenty
bad.
of off skiing. You could curl.
I can do downhill.
No.
Dude,
I think no.
I fly on the mountains.
I
dude.
hate you.
Fly. I fly.
Dude, you would catch an edge though.
You always catching edges.
Mm-mm.
Dylan caught too much of an edge and then refused to ever go back to a haircut place. So
You're damn right.
I'm going back, Davey.
Oh, let's go. Let's coordinate our haircuts so we can go sit at the bar, have some scotch, and then get the scissors. Okay, I'm done.
Let's get out of here.
All right.
Bye.